the I that arrives, and the something that never did. Before the day begins, you do not. At 6:59:59, there is no report, there is no narrator, no witness declaring itself, no I did, I saw, or I am. And yet, you are. Then the switch flips, not the alarm clock, not the eyes opening. The real ignition is much subtler. The sense I am appears. With that single arising, the whole theater boots up. The body is mine. Time becomes morning. Memory becomes my past. Relationship becomes my life. The world becomes out there. And the voice begins its endless accounting. I. This is the first shock of self-inquiry. The world is not primary. The I is. The world reports to the I. The world is contained in the I. But then the deeper cut comes. If the I arises, it cannot be the absolute. Anything that appears must appear in something that did not appear. So what is the I? Not the name, not the biography, not John, not Michael, not any label. Those are just costumes that the I can wear. What you're pointing to here is the first knowingness, the raw sense of being. I am. Call it consciousness, call it beingness, call it presence. It's the feeling of existence before thought becomes a story. And yet even this is not final, because you can observe this I coming and going. It rises in waking, it fades in deep sleep, it shifts in dream, it gets distorted in stress, intoxication, trauma, ecstasy. It can even disappear in absorption. So the I am is powerful, yes, it contains the word yes, but it is still an event. This means there is something prior. The mistake that most people make is that they stop at the functional I. I'm John, I'm the body, I'm the doer, I'm the thinker, I'm the one who chose. Now that I is a management tool. It's a dashboard identity, very useful for emails and groceries and survival. But inquiry is not interested in usefulness. It is interested in what's true when usefulness collapses. So then the question, who am I, is not philosophical. It is really surgical. Because it asks, what is here before the first claim? What remains when the report is silent? What is aware of knowingness and ignorance? Because notice this, even I don't know is known. So the knower is prior to knowledge. The witness is prior to the witnessed. The I is not the experiencer you think it is. It is tempting to say I must be the experiencer. But look closer. Experience is a stream. Sensations, thoughts, images, emotions, perceptions. The I that says I experience is itself part of the stream. A thought, feeling that appears and is taken as center. So that's the trap. The I is often an object pretending to be the subject. You can catch it in real time. A sensation happens, a thought labels it, then the ownership stamp is appearing. I feel this. But if you slow down, there is feeling, And then there is the claim. The claim is not required for experience to be present. It is required for experience to become mine. And mine is the seed of the world. The world rises with I. This is not poetry, it's direct phenomenology. When I am rises, then simultaneously distance appears, me versus the world. Time appears, before and after. Personal continuity appears, my story. Fear becomes possible, threat to me. Desire becomes coherent, need for me. Without I, none of this structure can assemble. So you could say the world is an interpretation layered on beingness. Not that objects vanish when you sleep, but the world as meaning, urgency, identity, and personal reality does. Deep sleep is the daily proof. Existence is undeniable, but the I is absent. So, what are you? Not the I that arises, the something before I. If I arises, it arises in something. What is that something? It is not another object, not another state, not a better I. It is the non arising reality in which arising happens. You could call it the absolute, pure being, the unchanging, the groundless ground, that which is before consciousness. But names don't touch it, names are inside the I. The most honest description is negative. It's not born, it's not appearing, it's not located, it's not personal, it's not improved by awakening, not diminished by ignorance. And yet, it is not distant. It is closer than the breath, because even breath is known in it. Practical turning point. If you want this to be more than a beautiful idea, here's the move. Don't chase an answer. Turn toward the fact of being. Right now, without thinking, are you here? 2. Notice the simple sense. I exist. 3. Now ask, is this I exist permanent or does it come and go? 4. Then ask, what is here when it is not here? Do not answer with words. Let the question press you into silence, just like gravity presses water into stillness. Because the something before I is not discovered by thought, it is recognized when thought stops demanding ownership. The clean conclusion, the personal I is a role. The I am is consciousness, beingness, the first light. But even that light rises and sets. Therefore, you are prior to consciousness, prior to I am. The world is contained in the I, and the I is contained in what never arose. So the deepest inquiry is not who am I, but what remains when the I is not reporting. And the answer, if it can be called an answer, is this. Not an experience, not a concept, not a new identity. Just the unmoving fact that even the I cannot contain. That